So,
hive in question.
Let me get out of the...
The carpenter made it a little too long, and we're going to see how it's going to work out.
Pan out a little bit here. Okay, and this, what kind of hive is this?
this is the long lang.
Long lang.
No, it's got the insulation on the top here.
Okay.
I smoke them a little bit.
Yeah, you do that.
There's also a crack all along the top here to keep them from getting too hot.
Dave, you gonna put your net on top of your head? You gonna leave it off?
Oh, I'll see how
Out.
ugly you
When we start here in a minute, you start screaming, then I know I need to run too. Let me get in front of you. All right.
all I have to do is outrun you, you know.
That's it. Ain't no problem. I'm looking at.
Great insulating cover right here, these 2-inch foam.
All righty.
Painted it.
All right.
Got on there. Now I'm going to smoke them. I haven't opened this thing up in about, probably 2 months.
Okay.
Probably need a little smoking. Who knows what's in there?
Yeah, they're low in nicotine. You might ought to do it.
They're facing south.
Yeah, they're facing south. What we got? Well, it's blue down good. Boy,
Boy, it is blue
it's
down.
been a while since this has been opened up. Oh yeah. You can see they're making lots of honey. They got a lot of burr comb on there.
Yep.
Let's see. Now this was this hive is too short because I just started that this year and they're full all the way to the end here. They got a little bit of room. Let's take out the end frame. This is the last frame. They started at the other end. And so they did pretty good. How many
Ooh.
frames are in here?
Look at them tailing off down on the end there. They're not Africanized now, are they?
All right. That's new brood there. What do you mean Africanized?
So they look like they're doing pretty good. It's interesting, the front here is not drawn out right in here, but this is full except for this little corner right here.
Do you think since it's in the back, because you're facing the south, that that's more of a protection for the winter?
I don't know.
That's
Kind of interesting though.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess I'll just leave this out. Let's take a look at this and see what we got. They've obviously done pretty well. This looks like it's all full of honey, all the way along the line. Like I said earlier, it's probably been, what, 2 months since I've opened this thing up, at least. So, low maintenance beekeeping.
And what did it look like 2 months ago, approximately?
These weren't drawn out at all. So this has all happened in the last couple of months. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all. Fully drawn. Yeah.
Really nice.
You notice the wonderful aspects of plasticide.
Wow. There you go.
But now this side they didn't quite draw out a little bit for some reason.
The hive beetle.
Hive beetle, yeah, the hive beetle in there. You know, I don't worry much about them. So this thing is pretty well packed. A little bit of room. Not bad for the first year. No, smoke is out, of course. Let's look at the brood. So some of the advantages of this thing. If you want to look at the brood, I don't have to lift the box up in the air. I can just move over frames until I find the brood nest. I'm right there. Yeah. If we have much brood this time of year. Yeah, there's a little bit.
Sure enough.
Not a lot.
The other side had some. Yeah, hang on a minute. Let me catch you.
I wouldn't expect it to be doing too much.
Would you hold that thing still for a minute?
I'm working on it. Hold on.
Man, I'm trying to turn this camera around and everything else. There we go. There's your brood. Oops, went too far. Won't focus in. There you go. There's your brood. Well, they're working good. I got you.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad.
These are totally 100% mongrel bees. I like to call them survivor bees, but I know it irritates everybody. But I think they are.
So you've got 13 frames with brood in them there, Floyd, if they go all the way down here. And you've got room for, what, 2 more down here if you didn't have this feeder.
Yeah, I got a feeder. I had to take that feeder out. I fed these to get them started because this was from a swarm, I believe. Probably ought to take that out. I'll wait till later though. Let's see, what are some of the advantages here?
Let me back.
One big advantage is, if you notice, you can take the frames out and you never have to worry about them attaching to the side as you would on a top bar hive, because it's just a standard frame and it has the correct bee space built in.
There's more brood.
More brood.
And you can use an extractor to get your honey, and you don't have to crush and strain it as most people do with a top bar.
Okay.
Less material.
Okay.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
You
Cheaper to make,
you
no
can
lifting.
interchange frames with your vertical langstroths if you need to add a frame of brood or whatever.
Everything's interchangeable.
Okay.
Cheap, because really, this is the equivalent of, how many frames? 27, I think.
You've
This is the equivalent.
you've got 23 to here and room for
23.
2 more.
So really, you're looking at
2.5 boxes, I guess.
you
2 and a
need
quarter.
a couple of 12-inch, 8-foot, 12-inch boards, and you can build one of these.
Yeah.
They're really not that hard to build at all. Very easy to build. And the frames, of course, are standard. You just buy them from the store. Don't have to lift boxes. That's the biggest thing. Really not bad.
Not bad.
Anything else? Any other advantages to this deal?
Did you do the front down here where you can put a regular high reducer in? Did you measure that when you made that, or you gonna have to cut you one to fit?
That's a little short, but I did make it the same height. So
Okay.
I could put the same size
Okay.
entrance reducer. Now there's this big porch. I thought it'd be nice for them, and they
Yeah.
use it.
Okay.
You've got standard dimensions, so if you need to, you can put a super on top of there, or more supers if you need them.
I would definitely, if I was going to build another one, I'd probably make it at least about 40 frames. That'd be the equivalent of 4 deeps, which means you'd probably not likely fill it up one year. And you could extract 100 pounds of honey then, if you got lucky. So,
Would you close off one end, Lloyd, and put your, let's say, your super on one end? Would you just stack them on there, or what would your?
I would just, if I was going to make it 40 frames, I don't think I'd ever have to super it, because
I see what you're saying. You just let them put these honey in on one end, and they'll take care of the brood in the center like they always do. Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'd have
one
plenty
of
of room.
the disadvantages would be if it was a small hive, they wouldn't be able to take care of the wax moths, possibly.
Yeah, you know what you could do, what I would do if I had starting a hive and something like this in 40 frames, I just put a divider board. I put a frame in here of, not a frame, a piece of this styrofoam installation and block it off. In fact, you could even put one hive in one side and one in the other and have all kinds of variations there. You could run a 2-queen unit here.
Oh, yeah,
There's
okay.
a lot of things you could do with it. It's got so many potential changes, potential variations that I think it's a great idea. But the main thing is, if you're getting older, like I am, I know it's hard to believe the way I look, but still.
Yeah. We kind of. I try to zoom in on your facer, and you just wouldn't let me do it. I don't know why. It's got a. I guess it's got a
my lens.
yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, for people like me and everybody, it's just so much easier. You don't have to lift up a heavy box, weighs about, what?
Bunch.
40 to 100 pounds or something.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
One thing I don't see on yours, Lloyd, that I have addressed a little bit on mine is ventilation. You don't have a ready way to ventilate, except for what you were mentioning about putting spacers in on your top.
Well, when I did here, I thought it's a crude way of doing it, but I was thinking about it. It gets awful hot, you know. And so I put these boards here to raise up the size.
Spacer for
They
airflow.
work pretty well.
Yeah.
Hive beetle. This is the approved method of hive beetle control. Where was it?
He down by where your wax is at.
They're hiding under there.
He's right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't move, Doug. Don't move too quick. Yeah, he's mad.
Get 'em? It's hard to kill, huh?
I'm gonna back up, Lloyd. You mad at me?
What? My bees? That must be somebody else's bees.
Gotta be. He's gonna get me.
Okay, I'm going to put the top on now. I think they've been open enough. By and large, I think they're fine.
Lord, how hard would it be to add on that hive there? You want to add it on, or you got to make that as it is when you build it?
To add on to this,
Yeah, let's say you want to put another 10 frames like you talked a while ago, add on to it. That's something you got to build. When you build it, you got to do it then. Make up your mind then.
it'd be a whole lot easier that way. Then you just have a longer board. Here you'd have it'd be pretty tough, I think, to add on to it.
You wouldn't have the strength and the resistance to warpage that you would have with a single long piece if you had to nail your sides on together.
Okay.
By the way, this stuff is great. I don't know, what do you call this? It's got aluminum on one side or both sides, and it's a foam insulation. You can put that on top of your hives and protects them in the summer from the sun. In the winter, it keeps it warm and reduces condensation on the lid. And so they're really pretty nice.
When I put a metal roof on my house, when I bought insulation, that's what they suggested. Exactly what you did right there. Kind of a moisture barrier and all, so yeah.
Really pretty good. Of course, I've got another top bar hive over there, and this seems to have a lot of advantages
Okay.
over the top bar.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Adios.
There we go. Signing off.